What's up, everybody? So it looks like the man himself has said that there are still hope for the Snyderverse. So it looks like the Snyderverse hashtag, could take some strength after this interview was released. Now, Zack Snyder always said that he really wanted to finish his universe, and it's just unfair to the fans, in my opinion. I think there's an audience for it. For some reason, Warner Brothers just didn't want to give him a chance to finish it. I don't understand even rebooting the universe with James Gunn now, since it is already established that there is a multiverse. There is no reason for not considering finishing the work from Zack Snyder, and that will be our chance to see Henry Cavill back in the suit, because that has been my wish for a very long time. I mean, I think he's the perfect cast, and I'm tired of seeing the young Superman going through the whole story all over again. I don't want that. I want a mature Superman now, Superman that is full on powerful, and I think we could get that with Zack Snyder, even though I may not agree with all the choices that he did on his universe. But we also have to understand that there was a lot of meddling from the studios. So a lot of stuff was rushed in those films, mostly because the studios wanted to catch up with Marvel. However, let's see what Zack Snyder is saying here. So I'm going to react to this clip in which he talks about, the Snyderverse. Let's see.
You said that you wouldn't be back except for The Dark Knight Returns. But I don't know, if Netflix finally has it and
he's
you
so done with the interview.
Hypothetically continue, would you be open to it?
If Netflix had owned the rights to the DC characters in my extended universe, of course I would absolutely whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
No question.
That is the answer we needed. Yes. So I had made a video a while ago in which I was entertaining this idea, even though I thought this could just not happen. However, Warner Brothers is kind of just, needing money, because they are dealing with a lot of flops, as well as Disney, and they had just leased a lot of DC stuff to other channels out there, other platforms. So it makes sense that they would do the same thing for Netflix. So that would be, how would that work? Well, it would be a separate universe, of course, and Netflix would lease the characters and just pretty much finish up those films that would be available on Netflix, and maybe, I don't know, theatrical release. I'm not so sure how that would work, because I would love to see those films in the big screen. And like I said, he just created the best. He had an awesome cast. He also had I'm not talking about The Flash here, because we had a lot of problems with that guy. But other than that, and Amber Heard, oops, I forgot about that too. But Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, even Ben Affleck, which I was so against the beginning, really surprised me. And I was like, oh, I could totally, see him as Batman. But there's a lot of articles also now reporting that it came out straight from Zack Snyder this time, so it's nobody just guessing on the internet. He said, if Netflix had the rights and they gave me the green light, it would be my condition to finish. I'll totally do it. There's also an article here in which he's saying, let's just have a look at this article real quick. So the Snyderverse began with Man of Steel in 2013, with Zack Snyder himself going on the helm. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Justice League, and many of the characters he introduced continued adventures in what unofficially came to be known as the DCU. So Snyder movies were never embraced by the majority of critics. That's true. Critics are just so harsh on him, and only perform adequately at the box office. But the filmmakers, I wouldn't say that. I mean, Wonder Woman was amazing. It did a ton of money, the first one, right? And then Aquaman was also, I think, under his umbrella, because of course we know that Jason Momoa was cast by Zack Snyder, also made a ton of money. And Man of Steel made a ton of money as well. It didn't hit the $1 billion, but it was definitely not a failure. So I don't understand why are they saying this, but anyways. But the filmmaker's vision for his roster of iconic DC comic heroes was embraced by a lot of the fans, who were very disappointed when James Gunn and Peter Safran's rebooted the DCU. The DCU was announced. Yes, the rebooted was announced, and it's just nothing's canon. I mean, I covered that as well, and just so over all of this stuff. I mean, there's just no reason for not making a movie with Henry Cavill and giving us the mature Superman. But again, here we go. Like I said, of course I want all the James Gunn's films to also succeed, because I love Superman. He's one of my favorite characters. I really love Batman and Wonder Woman. Those are my three. I like DC more than like Marvel, so I want the characters in the movies to succeed, but only if they are doing justice to the characters, and I just don't think that I think we could have had both. But anyways, whatever. So Snyder just recently made an end to the DCU official, but the Rebel Moon director has now revealed that he would be open to continue finishing the saga he began over a decade ago under one condition: if Netflix had the rights to the characters from the DC universe. Of course I would, absolutely. But I mean, of course, I don't think Netflix would completely have the rights, because I don't think Warner Brothers would sell them. But I think that on a lease base, like the same thing that happened with other Marvel characters, for instance, like Daredevil, for instance, is a Marvel character, but we had a Netflix produced show. So if that could happen, maybe something could happen here with DC. Anyways, as much as I want this not to just be wishful thinking, coming from Zack Snyder, throwing the idea out there, well, maybe if Rebel Moon is successful enough, Netflix will trust Zack Snyder to complete his movie. And also, let's not forget that the Snyderverse is actually coming to Netflix, which I also covered in a video here. And meaning that if that does well, maybe Netflix would give Zack Snyder a chance for us to see the end of that whole saga that he created 10 years ago. But anyways, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. That's what I have for you today. I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you for the Snyderverse, or you just don't care? You're so over and you just want the James Gunn. Let's go with the new from now on. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you next time.